Hey, it's Mary from Mary Yoga and Mary Yoga Essentials. I'm here to talk to you today about your sacral chakra. This energy center in your body is located just about 2 or 3 finger widths below your navel. This is your center of divine will and personal will. So, what does that look like on a deeper level? It's when in balance, we can really feel solid in ourselves. We feel connected to our emotions and why they're rising and how to process them. We can feel really creative, lots of creative ideas, lots of inspiration, this free flowing, continual flow of these ideas, and then being able to actually take them and bring them into actuality. We can really start to feel connected to our bodies on a deeper level, and that sensuality and sexuality that comes with that, feeling really comfortable in your skin and expressing yourself in that way. When we can step into these things fully, we really feel super creative and really abundant and really full of energy and thriving. We can feel very independent and know that we can do things that we know we want to and need to do. So on the flip side of the coin, when we're not feeling in balance, this can present itself in, sometimes it's having a low libido, sometimes it's having a really overly active sexual drive to the point of it becoming not such a sacred thing for you anymore. It can present itself in feeling that lack of excitement, that lack of inspiration, and from that almost a sense of pessimism or depression, because you just don't have that excitement about life. It can feel really blah, like you just don't know what to do with yourself. You don't know what to do, what to make, where to go. So oftentimes too, it comes back to, self-sabotaging, that fear of allowing yourself to be happy. It's a fear of allowing yourself to feel pleasure in your life. So when we can really bring attention to this area and find that balance, that's when we can really thrive and grow and move forward. So those are some imbalances on that mental and emotional and even spiritual plane. And what can they look like in the physical body? This can be a lot of issues within the hips. It can be presented as issues with your menstrual cycle. It can become irregular. It could be infertility. This can present itself in issues with your bladder or your urinary tract, or down into the low spine as well. So you can see again how if we're not listening to those little whispers of knowing inside us, then they start to show themselves on those bigger scales on the physical level. Now, today I invite you to explore using an wild orange oil from doTERRA. Now, why have I chosen wild orange? Because it is the oil of abundance. It really lifts the spirit. So if you're feeling depressed and feeling blah and pessimistic, this is going to give you that little boost to really elevate your mood a little bit, to enable you to see the brighter side of things. It's going to really help us to tap in also to our inner child a little bit and kind of get in touch with that playfulness and that ability to create without judgment upon ourselves, right? Oftentimes we hold ourselves back from doing things or making things or exploring things because of that fear of not doing it perfectly. So I hope that this oil can help you to step out of that and just remember that life is about playing and exploring, and making mistakes are just a way for us to learn and to grow and to move forward. So let's take a little moment with this oil. I invite you, if you have some, to take it into your hand. You can put a drop in your hand. If you don't have any wild orange, you can just kind of feel what feels right to you. Sometimes it's good to not question it and just grab an oil that's calling your name and take a drop into your hand. Now when you have your drop in your hand, you can rub your hands together and warm up your oil. From there, we'll cup the hands over the nose and enjoy a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. Keep taking those deep, slow breaths. What we're doing here is not just allowing that scent to bring us back to the moment, but really each oil holds a vibration. Everything in this world is just energy. So this oil is vibrating at that frequency so that you can start to kind of tap into a little more playfulness, a little more maybe self-love, a little more, a little less fear, and a little more fun. So as you enjoy these deep, full breaths, taking this oil and its vibrations through every cell and every fiber of your body, let's take this a little deeper and use a visualization today. I want you to bring your awareness down just below your navel, about 3 finger widths. If you feel you need a little more connection, even bring your hand to this area. Just place your hand there and feel the warmth starting to settle in. Now you are a powerful being. Your words, your thoughts, your intentions, your actions, they all have such great power, especially when you believe in that power. So to help us create balance here in this area of the body today, I want you to first visualize something in this area, the color orange. And as you hold that image in your mind, I ask you to use a mantra here, repeating in your mind over and over, I am balancing my sacral chakra. I am balancing my sacral chakra. I am balancing my sacral chakra. And then reaffirming this by changing your mantra now to I have balanced my sacral chakra. My sacral chakra is balanced. My sacral chakra is balanced. Now I invite you to stay with this for as long as you need to. Maybe pause this video and continue here with your breath, with your oil, with your mantra, with your deep attention and intention on balancing this region of yourself. If, however, you're feeling complete, you can already sense that shift that has happened within you. You're feeling back to balance, back to self, back to inspiration, back to creativity, back to connection, back to your willpower. Then I invite you to take one more deep breath. And from there, you can allow your eyes to open up one more time. So you can feel how powerful that experience is. We don't need to sit with it for too long. Sometimes it can happen just like that shift within ourselves, within our mind, within our bodies, within our spirits. So hopefully now you're feeling that connection back to your creative powers, back to your sensual self, back to feeling strong and fearless. Okay, back to allowing yourself to really take pleasure in this life through your senses in a healthy way. Now, a way in which I would use this oil, aside from aromatically on the hands, you could also diffuse it in your space, especially if you're feeling extra kind of low. Today you might use this as a little pick-me-up. What I really enjoy using it is right in a yoga practice. So whether I'm offering this to people right at the beginning of our yoga session, just to set that tone for the class, or even offering them some on the hands and then getting them to actually rub it over the sacral chakra. That's another powerful way of really bringing that added attention and energy to this area. Another nice way to use it is even right within a posture. So all the postures that are going to help us to open up our hips are going to be helpful in finding balance in our sacral chakra. So warrior two, triangle pose, taking your, cobbler's pose or happy baby, any type of open V posture. Again, anything with that attention to the hips. Also to your Uddiyana Bandha, finding that inward upward lift in the low belly is another powerful way to bring that extra attention here. So that could be something you're threading through your class, but then depending on the style of class, maybe it's a really active flow, but then at the end you can save a few moments for a nice restorative posture, like a reclined butterfly, let's say, getting everybody really comfortable, offering them this little bit of orange oil and using it right there in the pose, getting them to smell it, to rub it on their sacral, to really infuse that practice deeper and deeper with these different layers of mindfulness, of scent, of really using the postures themselves as well. Okay, so I hope this has been helpful for you. I hope that you can implement this into your own practice or into your teachings if that's what you do. I hope that this has been helpful in any big or small way. And if you ever need to reach out to me, you can find me on Facebook at Mary Yoga or Mary Yoga Essentials, as well as on my website, www.maryzari.com. Awesome. Have the most beautiful day and blessings.